That's how this stand started, and that's how the entire morning set the tone. We were dealing with brutal conditions right out of the gate, 30 to 35 mile-per-hour winds ripping across the prairie, the kind of wind that usually makes coyotes cagey and unpredictable. Instead of backing off, we leaned into it. We hiked in, set the electronic collar about 150 yards upwind, and within seconds of hitting pup distress at moderate volume, a coyote came charging in hard, straight downwind, doing exactly what pressured coyotes do when they think they've got the advantage. He came right into our lap and we put him on the ground in under a minute. That's what you call a 1-minute stand, and it only gets better from there. With winds howling, having a collar with real remote range makes all the difference. Being able to place it 150 to even 200 yards away let us control the setup and force coyotes to expose themselves. That strategy paid off again almost immediately. We made another stand and boom, double down. One coyote was a female at roughly 250 yards. I held just a touch for wind, sent the shot, and watched it enter right in front of the shoulder and exit mid-body. The male didn't make it far either, center punched and absolutely wrecked. Those 110 grain rounds are devastating, and when you do your part, the results speak for themselves. 3 coyotes on the ground early in the morning is exactly how you want to start a predator hunt. The action didn't slow down. On the next stand, one came in from the wrong direction, caught a glimpse of movement, but still committed just long enough for us to make it count. That was a poke, no doubt about it, but a clean shot and another coyote down. The wind was relentless, but the setup kept working. Collar upwind, coyotes circling wide, stopping to scent check, giving us just enough of a window. One stopped 3 separate times at around 200 yards, clearly suspicious, and I had to work around the cameraman to get a clean angle. When the shot broke, he dropped. Then came one of the wildest sequences of the day. A pair came in together, fast and aggressive. I dropped the first one clean and the second took off, sprinting hard and using cattle as cover. No shot opportunity at first, so I switched straight to pup distress. That quiet, suppressed rifle made all the difference. The second coyote came right back on a rope, topped the hill, and gave us a running shot opportunity. The first hit slowed him, pure adrenaline keeping him moving, and the follow-up shot flipped him end over end. Doubled down again. Blood splatter on the hillside told the whole story. Tough animals, but shot placement and persistence win every time. Stand after stand, the pattern stayed the same. Coyotes circling farther in the wind, trying to get the scent, but every time they did, they exposed themselves in short grass or on open ridges. One came straight upwind, only about 50 yards from the collar, and I had to wait patiently for him to swing downwind before taking the shot. Another dropped at just over 250 yards after committing hard to pup distress. One slammed the call so aggressively my heart was pounding even after he hit the dirt. These are the moments predator hunters live for. Hunting in heavy wind teaches you lessons fast. The harder it blows, the wider coyotes circle, and the more important patience becomes. One coyote today proved that perfectly, circling way out before finally stopping at 236 yards. One clean shot, dropped right in his tracks. Another came into short grass exactly where we wanted him, a perfect frontal shot, big mature coyote that had clearly been causing problems in the area. By the end of the day we had coyotes taken from 75 yards all the way out past 250, some charging in fast, others hanging up and testing the wind. Pup distress, smart collar placement, quiet suppressed shots, and teamwork made the difference. These kinds of days don't happen by accident. They happen when preparation meets opportunity, and when you trust your setup even in tough conditions. With the wind howling and coyotes still committing, it turned into one of those unforgettable predator hunting days you replay in your head long after the truck ride home. Crushed him over and over again, and that's exactly how predator control is supposed to look.